Sattin.
Got it.
Amazing audience, we are live with Neil Sattin right now. We are in Portland. The day is 28th of June. The last time we spoke was a while ago. Yeah? Isn't it amazing the power of a conversation though?
It is amazing.
Voice to voice and now face to face. Like you're real. You're actually here. He is real. Well, do give us an update. What's going on in your world from when we last spoke to now?
Well, from that time until now, one of the most notable things is that I moved here to Portland. I was actually living further up the coast earlier.
Right.
But we wanted to be here with my family right in the city. So we live right in the city.
Which is great.
It's awesome.
Yeah. I haven't visited the city as yet. What is awesome about the city?
There's just a lot of interesting things and people and amazing restaurants in a very close proximity, so it's easy to walk.
Yeah.
And we're right on the ocean.
And
then I also just have a great community here. I've been here for a long time in this general area.
Okay. Are we going to meet anyone from the community?
I don't know.
All right, let's see how it works.
So.
Well, tell me, like, what's the new thing? What are you doing? I mean, the last time we spoke, you said that you were excited about life, right? If I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah. So what's going on? Tell me.
Well, my podcast, Relationship Alive, is about to hit 2 million downloads.
Oh my gosh! Now that's exciting.
And that feels really good, and I have some things in the works around that, like celebrating 2 million, and plus just that it's growing week after week just feels really good. Like the mission of the show is actually succeeding. That more and more people are getting the chance to learn about how to have amazing relationships and how to solve problems, the inevitable problems that come up in relationship, and get a chance to hear from the top minds in the field.
You've put a ton of effort into the production of your show, right? Is that going to change in terms of the layout of the show, or are you going to leave it as is and go with that? Do you my question is are you afraid of changing the setting now that you've hit 2 million?
No, I'm not afraid of change. And in fact, maybe I need to change so that even more people can find out about it. So there are a few things that will probably happen in the coming year. One of those things is to start doing a live recording like you're doing right here with a theater audience.
Oh my gosh, that would be great. That's a great idea.
So I'm working on that, and probably it will premiere here in Portland, but then I want to take it to some major metropolitan areas in the country. You
could bring it to the Caribbean too.
I'd love that.
Yeah, you could do that.
That'd be great.
You're welcome.
And so that's a big thing. And then also my show is longer. Its episodes tend to be 45 minutes to an hour. So it's a long conversation with someone, which is great. It lets us go really deep. But what I think I'm also going to experiment with is having some shorter shows to help people just pick one thing and focus on that one thing for the day or for the next few days.
Makes sense.
Just so they don't feel so overwhelmed with information, and they could just do this one thing and see what effect it has on their own life and on their connection to their partners, to the people around them.
What are 7 things you're seeing popping up in relationships? I know it's a big question, right? But what are 7 constants you're seeing within the episodes? Let's go with 1. I would say infidelity, right? Right? You choose one. Let's go 1 for 1.
All right, 1 for 1. So infidelity, I see your infidelity, and I raise you getting triggered and trying to figure out how to come back when you're triggered in the presence of your partner.
Trust. I'll go with trust.
Yeah, trust is a good one.
So that's what? That's 4? No, you'll be 4.
That was only 3. So 4, how to communicate both around things that are really challenging, and then also how to communicate, how to amplify the positive things that you have to communicate about in your relationship.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I think you have a podcast, so I'll go I'll go with ego.
Ego. So what do you mean by that?
I would say the power of ego in a relationship and channeling ego.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we both have egos, right? On both sides of the relationship, right?
Yeah.
So channeling ego, not to be dormant, but channeling ego.
Yeah, I love that. I mean, in fact, my episode that's coming out this week is all about recognizing the other person as a whole person unto themselves.
Yeah.
That there's a lot to be learned from, because so much of our interactions are about how the other person can meet your needs or can serve you.
Yeah.
So realizing, oh wow, that person is like a whole person unto themselves, and they have their own desires and their own fears, and really remembering that when you are talking to anyone, much less your partner. So ego, very important. And so
you are what, number 6 now?
Ego's 5.
Yep, right,
so
there we
number
go.
6.
I should have let you start.
Let's say the realm of, right, you get to come up with some, you can do it. The realm of spirit in relationship, how your own personal connection to something greater than you. And then also how you recognize that in your partner and their soul level connection with the mission that they came to fulfill in this lifetime.
That's good. Ooh, I'm out here now, folks. 7. I would put communication is too general, right? I could get away with communication, but I wouldn't say that. I would say choices. Just respecting choices.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so how do you make choices and honor each other's freedom, but at the same time to be aware of how your choices impact the other person, impact your relationship.
He's good.
That's huge.
Yeah, so right there we have a 7-day show.
Right.
Sweet.
All right. See you tomorrow.
That's amazing. And one of the segments we cover is your own unique real shoes, which talks about your own unique real struggle. What is one thing you've been struggling with over the last 2 or 3 years?
One thing that I've been struggling with. Well, do I have to choose one?
Well,
goodness. All right, here are the 3 that come to mind. The first, by far, is my work around relationship is the product of my own passion and curiosity. And so there's been just that own struggle around how do I really stay true to what I'm curious about and meet the needs of the people who are listening to the show. And also put food on the table for my family and pay the rent, that sort of thing. It's really important. I believe passionately in the power of dedicating ourselves to finding our unique missions on the planet. And not that we necessarily have one, but tapping into something that represents what we're meant to bring to our lifetime, and finding ways to merge that in with the practicalities of life and food on the table. So that's big. And also, you know, my own relationship journey has, I wouldn't necessarily say it's a struggle, but the deeper and more intimate our relationship is and the safer that we feel with each other, then the more we're able to reveal about ourselves and be vulnerable with each other, which leads to deepening intimacy. But that level of vulnerability also can create problems. Yeah, exactly, where someone is like, wow, I didn't really know that about you. And so that's a deepening.
That's amazing. Wow,
and
you're
I'm a dad, so
it is what it is.
Joys and struggles in that. Just figuring out how to meet my children as they grow and change, and to really show up for them while I'm doing all this other stuff.
And thanks for sharing that. What are you excited about?
Excited? Wow. I mean, I'm excited about life in general. Like, I wake up every day and I feel like there's so much to do and so much to learn, and the fact, like, just knowing that, wow, 2 million people have listened. Well, maybe it's not 2 million people. It could be one person listening 2 million times.
Let's do the 2 million people. I think it's relevant.
That this work is having such an impact, that is something that excites me, sometimes intimidates me, because I want it to be meaningful every week. I want it to be meaningful. But that is exciting to me. And as much as there's uncertainty in our world and things are changing, knowing that what I'm doing is growing gives me hope, because what I'm all about is improving, yes, our romantic partnerships, but it's so much broader than that, how when we learn how to relate better with other people.
Totally agree.
So I really hope that percolates out and helps create better dialogue in the world. It's certainly needed.
Yeah. Thought the same word. When you heard that this guy from the Caribbean was coming to meet you, what did you think?
I was so excited for you, for one thing, and especially now knowing that you've never been here, or probably to most of the places you're going. And it also, it just, for me, it felt like a bright light. Like, wow, I don't know much about your story other than that you started the podcast where we spoke for the first time. And to see how it's grown into this, and this adventure, and this opportunity to connect with so many people in person, and to see so much of the United States, and maybe you're traveling even beyond the United States.
Let's see where it goes.
No, I think that's great, and I was psyched that, because honestly, when we first spoke, I was like, oh, that was great, and will I ever hear from this person? I don't know. So to not only know that you were taking this on, but then to see on the map, wow, he's like, you're coming to my city, like, this is serious. It helped also reinforce, like, yes, this is serious. This project of living our lives, and I would love to know more about what drove you to do this. It happens. Lives change.
There's hope. I love when you said hope. I blew up inside, because hope is what it's about, like giving hope. And if others can have hope, then we'll be better, for sure we'll be better. So you give hope through relationships, I give hope through conversations like these. Let's see where it goes. And whatever is to be will be.
I think there's no way around that, really.
There's no way. Well, Neil, this has been a great pleasure, my friend. Before you leave, in closing, is there anything else you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
Well, if you are interested in finding out a little bit more, particularly about communication, I do have a guide that I put together that's about tips for communicating in relationships. So if you have to communicate about something challenging or great, how to stay connected to the person that you're talking to no matter what. And is it okay if I
please,
the link?
Please.
So if you're interested in that, you can visit neilsattin.com/relate.
Spell Satin for them.
Sattin.
Wonderful.
Or you can text the word relate to the number 33444 if you're here in the States.
That's
and,
good.
Just follow the instructions and you can download that guide. It's fun.
Boom. Neil Sattin, this was a great pleasure. Thank you, my friend, for being on 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones. Boom. He's real. Yes, he is real, amazing audience. Ciao.